WATN Local 24. This is Local Memphis Live with Yvette and Lauren.
Well, good morning. I'm Yvette Whiteside.
I'm Lauren Rigmer. Thanks for joining us today on Local Memphis Live. Happy Monday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend.
Did you?
I did. I traveled out of town for my best friend's wedding. I was the maid of honor for the first time.
Good for you.
A lot of responsibility.
For the first time? Oh, my gosh. I've been the maid of honor. No, not the maid of honor. I've been a bridesmaid so many times.
I've been a bridesmaid a lot of times, but I have to tell you, there's a lot of pressure being a maid of honor. I got yelled at by a guest because I asked them to move their car.
Wow.
He was very rude to me. And then I forgot to fix her train at one point. But then I realized it, and I kind of, you know, but the wedding was absolutely gorgeous. And,
that's good.
And it was on a big farm. It was just really lovely.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was all DIY. Nice. Keisha Landfair from S's First Suite would have been very, very proud. So you'll have to look at my Facebook page for pictures.
Good for you. Well, I didn't do anything too much of nothing this weekend. I went out to eat. That's it. Just laid around and
Love that.
Yeah, hope you had a great weekend. We got a great show coming up for you today. Here on Local Memphis Live, a performance by music artist Stephen Chopek.
Plus, Memphis Yelps highlighting breakfast time with Cafe Eclectic. And look at their really delicious pancakes.
Yum. And help promote awareness of canine cancer. It's your chance to participate in the Puppy Up Memphis event this weekend. Well, candy apples and corn dogs. It's the first week of the Mid-South Fair in South Haven. Now, the fair is celebrating its 159th anniversary. The family-friendly event features rides, food, and lots of fun.
There's also a livestock show, presentations by local chefs, so you know there's good food, and the annual Youth Talent Contest. The Mid-South Fair is going to run through October 4th at the Landers Center.
So see, that was my plans for this weekend.
Yeah,
on Saturday, I was actually going to go to the Mid-South Fair, but it rained, so yeah, I just went ahead and stayed in.
The end of this week, though, into the next weekend is going to be perfect, and it's going to be packed, and yes, the candy apples are my favorite.
And I have to get out there to get my funnel cake.
I know. And Pronto Pups, don't forget. All right, well, Memphis prepares for yet another short week as they take on the South Florida Bulls on Friday and try to keep their unbeaten string alive.
Here's Local 24's Gil Tyree with this morning's Tigers Den report.
Blue Gray Nation was expected to get some national love by cracking the top 25 4-0. Tigers got 11 votes in the AP college poll voting on Sunday. Welcome to the Tigers Den presented by Bartlett Home Furnishings. Tigers Den, you had the nation captivated Thursday with the big win over Cincinnati 53-46. You kind of got the feeling that any thoughts of being elevated to the top 25 status may have been fool's gold. Coach Fuente hinted at that too.
The bottom line is we were 1-0 in the conference, and next Friday we've got to go to South Florida. So, you know, any more context than that to me is a little bit lost.
And that will be a big game heading into Florida, South Florida, on Friday. Memphis has an 11-game winning streak. Tigers right now tied with TCU for the second best winning streak in the FBS. Only Ohio State has more consecutive wins. Justin Fuente right now, 1 game over 500 as the Tigers head coach and 4-0 for the first time since 1961. The national game at USF, South Florida, Friday, 6 p.m. Central on ESPN2. That's going to put a wraps on the morning sports. Thank you for watching the Tigers Den presented by Bartlett Home Furnishings. Now back to you.
And thank you, Gil. Looks like the Tigers are making history right there.
Yep.
Well, happening today, the funeral for iconic Memphis musician Ben Colley. Colley of the legendary Bar-Kays died last week after years of declining health. Now, he was one of the founding members of the Bar-Kays, which was signed to Stax Records in the 1960s.
Colley was also the only survivor of the 1967 plane crash, you may remember, that took the life of soul singer Otis Redding and several other members of the Bar-Kays. Colley will be laid to rest this morning at 11 a.m. at Brown Missionary Baptist Church in South Haven. Turning now to today's hot topics. A California judge has made it official. Bruce Jenner is now legally Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, wow. The former Olympian will get a new driver's license and Social Security card, formalizing a very public transition from male to female. Well, actress Kaylee Kuko and her husband Ryan Sweeting are calling it quits. They're done. Her publicist says the celebrity couple agreed to get a divorce after being married for less than 2 years. The Big Bang Theory star and her tennis player husband tied the knot back in 2013.
I hate giving these stories. They dated for only 3 months before they got engaged. Maybe the reason for the split, but the real reason is still unknown at this point. Before her marriage, if you remember, she dated the Big Bang Theory co-star Johnny Galecki.
I thought that they were going to really, you know, like get married and stick things out.
How weird is it to still work with?
I know, your ex.
Very weird. She gets paid a lot of money, though, so
yeah,
okay.
Right.
Australia's immigration minister says Chris Brown might be denied entry into that nation to play a series of December concerts. You say, why? Well, all of this because of his 2009 conviction for assaulting his then-girlfriend Rihanna.
Man, that like follows him forever and ever. The R&B star now has just under a month to present his case for why he should be given a visa to perform in Australia.
I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah,
really,
I'm sure they can. Well, I'm sure that his publicist or somebody in his camp will come up with a good reason why that they should let him in over there to perform.
A lot of revenue for that area.
It is. Well, rapper Fetty Wap was involved in a motorcycle crash that sent him to the hospital over the weekend. Now, the artist behind Trap Queen was riding the motorcycle in his hometown of New Jersey. On Saturday, police say a woman turned left in front of him and he hit the side of her vehicle. They were both taken to the hospital with injuries that were not considered life-threatening.
Police cited the rapper for not having a motorcycle license and not having proof of insurance or registration with him.
What?
The motorcycle belongs to his dad. Police say some charges could be dropped if proof of insurance or registration are provided later. Let me just tell you, those intersections where people turn, that's how I had my accident too. A woman turned, I mean, and I was in the right, but those intersections, I always have my foot on the brake.
I know.
So you have to be defensive driving.
And you have to be very careful when it comes to a motorcyclist. Yeah, because sometimes they're in your blind spot, and you can't see them.
Are also trending this morning, Hotel Transylvania 2 hit the biggest bite of the weekend box office. The animated sequel opened with an estimated take of $47.5 million.
And The Intern, starring Robert De Niro, was second with an estimated $18.2 million. Also, Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, was third place earner.
Also
have not seen any of those.
Got to get to the movies. Yeah, I'm getting behind.
Well, the new season of Scandal has fans divided over whether Kerry Washington's character Olivia Pope should pair off with the president, Fitz Grant, or her other romantic interest, Jake Butler.
Oh, Lordy. So what does Olivia Pope think about the show so far?
It's really crazy, but also really fun. And honestly, I love that we all get to play these very complicated people.
Oh my goodness, Scandal airs right here on Local 24 on Thursday at 8 p.m. I was catching back up. I recorded it on my DVR and I watched it last night. I'm telling you, I was like this the whole time. Like, Scandal is good.
Dripping with drama.
Their affair has been busted with the president, so I'm waiting to see what happens next.
And other news to update you on now, reality star Kim Zolciak hopes a mini stroke she suffered Wednesday night will not keep her from Dancing with the Stars.
This is not good. In a widely reported statement, the 37-year-old said she's eager to get back to the ABC show. Zolciak is recovering at home after suffering the health scare on Wednesday. Goodness, send up a prayer for her.
Coming up tonight on Local 24, it is Dancing with the Stars at 7 p.m.
That's followed by Castle at 9.
And don't forget, after Local 24 News at 10, you can catch Jimmy Kimmel Live on the show tonight, Dr. Phil.
And actress Priyanka Chopra from ABC's Quantico. Also a musical guest, fiddler.
Well, you see their coffee cups on our LML set every day. Just about everybody here at the station drinks community coffee. We talk about their coffee quite often because it gives us that boost in the morning. Yeah. We're also tasting 4 generations of quality coffee.
And I'm in love with their tea. With that being said, our community coffee blend of the week is whole bean French roast. Now, you can find community coffee at Kroger locations throughout the Mid-South, so make sure you check it out.
And this is the kind of morning where you need the coffee.
Some coffee. Yeah, it's raining outside.
Let's get a check of your weather today as you're heading out the door. Temperatures this hour climbing to 71. It's going to be a slow climb today. We've got clouds overhead and showers off and on throughout the day as well. Our high temperature will only make a climb to 80 for the afternoon. So make sure that you have the umbrella with you as you're heading out the door.
Well, did you know that the Jackson 5 are celebrating their 50th anniversary?
Whoa.
Tito, Jackie, and Marlon are coming to the Orpheum, and we want you to be there. Log on to our local Memphis Facebook page and click on the Enter to Win contest tab on the left-hand side.
You could win 2 tickets to see the Jacksons on October 10th at 8 at the Orpheum. We are going to announce the winner Friday, October 9th. Good luck. Again, go to Facebook and enter to win there.
Yes.
Well, coming up, the Memphis Police Department is here to invite your child to their Youth Empowerment Conference.
That's right. After the break, find out how your child can participate. It's coming up next. Stick around.
The new